My name is Sharwin, and I have the best job in the world because I get to share joy with you guys by creating a dessert that will be elevated by Carmen's best ice cream. So what we're going to make today is banana cluster pudding, and then we will elevate that with Carmen's best brown butter almond brittle ice cream. So you guys have had the scoop, but you haven't had the brown butter almond brittle. Make sure to get later on after I do my demo, but I'm sure that I'm not all things. Okay, we'll start by creating pastry cream. Okay, so what is the secret to a good pastry cream? It's also the secret to why Carmen's best ice cream is super good, and that is really great fresh milk. Okay, so we're going to start with that. So I'm using Carmen's best fresh milk, as I understand that will also be available in the market as well. And then to match with our ice cream, since it's a brown butter almond brittle, I'm going to add in some organic almond extract. And then we're just going to let this scald a bit. So we don't really want the milk to boil, we just want to heat it up, and then it will form little bubbles on the side. When that is ready, will be ready as well. So to make our pastry cream, we're going to start with 2 egg yolks. So obviously these are super fresh egg yolks. As you'll notice when you taste your Carmen's best ice cream, why is it super good? Of course, number one, the milk, right? The milk is super good, super fresh, really creamy, but at the same time, they also use really fresh ingredients. And that's what we're going to do with this recipe as well. Okay, so we have our egg yolks. I'm going to add in some sugar and some flour. So that's 25 grams of flour and 50 grams of sugar. So we're going to be very precise with this because just in the same way when they make their ice cream Carmen's best, it's also very precise. Very step by step and no shortcuts. Right, so we're gonna mix this up and this will form some sort of paste. And that is what's going to thicken our milk, create our pastry cream. So when you hear the word pastry cream, it sounds very intimidating, like it's something really difficult, but actually it's not. So what pastry cream is milk that is thickened with this paste that we have stored. Okay, so we have our milk, it's salted, we have our paste. What we'll do is we'll add a little bit of the milk. Okay, just a splash first. Why? Because the milk is really hot and we don't want to make scrambled eggs. Right? So this process, what we're doing is we're giving the eggs almost the same temperature as milk. Okay, this is what we call tempering. So again, just like Carmen's best, we don't take shortcuts here. If we just add the milk now, we make really creamy scrambled eggs. That's a weird thing. Let's not do that. Okay? Now that you can touch the bowl, it's a little warm, we can add just a little bit more milk. Mix that again. And then finally, when it's really hot, you can add the rest. Okay. Mix this up. And then we're talking about premium ice cream here. So now again, I'm going to make a dish that is not premium. So we'll take the extra step of straining our milk mixture. And that way, when we make our pastry cream, we don't have lumps. So bring this back to a boil, and then we will slowly mix. So this part is going to take a little bit of patience. And again, this is the reason why I picked this recipe, because I want to match the process that Carmen's best goes through. So there is a little bit of patience there. You don't want to take any shortcuts so that you can assure yourselves of a really great product. So this one, once it starts boiling, It will start to thicken up, and then that will become your base. So guys, who is ready for dessert?
Yes.
Good. Because we don't have enough for all of them. But we will have samples for you to take pictures of, videos of. If you want to taste, of course, after everyone has taken their photo and video, you can taste our dessert as well. Okay, so as you can see, it has already thickened. Okay? It's not magic, it's just patience. And this one will need to cool off. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll prepare our bananas. So we have butter, and of course, one of the secrets to enhancing or creating a great dessert is to make sure your ingredients match, right? So if you have a dessert, for example, that has 2 or 3 different elements, you want to make sure that they all make sense, right? Like, hindi naman important, okay, we want to be creative, we'll add this, this, and this, and then they're all underneath. That the flavors make sense. So for us, we have a delicious brown butter and brittle ice cream that has really good milk. So already with our base cream, we have the milk. And then we're also going to use butter here to match with the brown butter. So this is the element that we're adding. This is fresh faba. Because one of the things that Carmen's Best wants you guys to know is that they thrive on using local products as well to showcase the best Filipino ingredients in the world. And so we're going to use the banana that is pretty much endemic to the Philippines, which is faba. Okay? So we're going to cook that in the butter. So I told you guys we're making a banana sauce with lemon. So banana sauce is basically Western name for banana. So we're making essentially something similar to banana. So once we start cooking the bananas in the butter, we're also going to add muscovado sugar. Okay, so this is basically the most unprocessed sugar you can find. Okay? And again, I wanted to use that because not only does it taste good, but it also matches Carmen's Best. I use a lot of fresh ingredients, very little processing, very little to no processing. So we're going to cook that now until they caramelize. So what is the sign of caramelization? Basta mag-brown. So caramelization is the social name of saying you want to brown stuff, right? Okay, so I'm using ripe saba here, so you don't have to cook it too far. There, you want to get that beautiful caramel on everything. Okay? And that's pretty much what we need to do. Now we have some cool pastry cream here, and then we have some whipped cream. So, Sisay, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. What do you call a thing where you combine pastry cream and whipped cream?
Baka mali. Diplomat cream ba yan?
Correct. Actually, hindi rin ako sure kaya but I want to make sure. So we're creating a creme. So this is something that is
What? Diplomat?
Diplomat cream.
So you have it comes cream here.
Charos.
This is pretty sweet and I wouldn't say heavy, but hefty. So we're gonna add that.
What was it?
But we're also gonna
Is
add
it like custard? Okay.
this is something very light naman. This is fresh whipped cream. So none of the canned stuff. We really did work the cream. So as you can see the results.
Yes.
Don't use the machine. So
This one is the one.
Yeah.
And then you basically fold this together. So what you're gonna get is a lighter cream. So I don't know why they call it creme de fromage, but I can say for sure that this is the lighter cream. So you get the best of both worlds. The heaviness from the eggs, and then the lightness from the whipped
Bavaria.
So you want to mix this up.
Does that also make the ritas softer?
Yes. There you have to add stuff to it.
Let's see.
And then we can start making our pudding. So you start with a little bit of our
Mga vanilla
diplomat
sauce.
cream.
What's it making? Pudding.
See, potato na banana pa na.
Yeah, I think I know.
I'll make one first para you can
Para.
see
Wow.
a sample. Okay, then we'll get some of our caramelized bananas. Or our banana cube, depending on how you want to see it. But these ingredients are all there to enhance the ice cream.
Whoa.
So this is crucial now. The bananas are still warm, and then we will contrast that with the frozen ice cream.
Gorgeous.
And then enhance, again, we want to pick up some of the best ingredients, Filipino ingredients. So this is a tapawid bola. This is from Cebu, made by the chocolate chamber. So this is 100% pure Filipino chocolate. And we're gonna make it rain. And then afterwards, just to remind people of the ingredients that we have, we will use an actual, this is a banana chip. This is also very little processing, also probably. So as you can see, this dessert is all Filipino, all premium, just like our ice cream. Carmen's best ice cream. So there you go, guys. We'll need more for your photos, something a little bit more for you guys want. But later on, after everyone is taking the videos and photos, you are most welcome to try this. So thank you guys for joining me on this day of joy. I am happy to bring you that joy with Carmen's Best.